What's up, everybody? So Rain asked me to help you guys out that are stuck at home without weights to come up with a workout routine. Now, before Strongman, I was actually a personal trainer for many years, so I can help you guys out. First things first, we're gonna start with getting you guys warmed up, and then we're gonna work the biggest muscle groups first, the legs, the back, and the chest and shoulders. If you guys don't have a TRX or an Exergene, suggest ordering one. Or if you have a pull-up bar, that's great too. Because pulling motions you're gonna need simply to find a way to pull. First things first, we need to warm up our rotators. And we're gonna pretend that we don't have weights. I mean, you guys, I have to pretend that I don't have weights. So, I'm gonna pick up shoes, or you can pick up books, or anything that works. Gonna rotate outwards, in, out, in. In all seriousness, this is actually a very effective warm-up and activation for the shoulders and stabilizers if done right. A lot of people will just roll their elbows back and forth like this. It's really important that you keep your elbows fixed and you rotate about an axis. Also, in addition, you want to make sure that your scapula are retracted and pushed down. Do not let your upper back relax. This should be just as much of a lower trap and rhomboid activation as a rotator activation. It's very important to do it that way. So 20 repetitions like so, elbows constantly bent at 90 degrees, rotating outwards, elbows angled at about 45 degrees away from the torso, and get a little pause on top. On the pause on top, make sure to pull the shoulder blades back really tight and down. Get that upper back activation. 20 repetitions here with that pause, shake it out, and then 20 up top like so. And that'll get your rotators and upper back activated. Great, so now that we have our rotators warmed up, we're gonna go through a lower body warm up. Very simple, squats. They are the king of all exercises. I'm gonna have you guys do 20 body weight squats. I like to set up my feet so that if you put your fists together like so, my toes line up with my elbows. Too wide doesn't get as much of a functional benefit as going at a nice medium stance, which transfers to a lot of other motions when you get back into the gym or strongman training or any other kind of athletics or, just like. So just 20 repetitions like so. Try to get nice and deep, especially since this is body weight, really challenge that depth. On the descent, we should push the hips back, knees open. Breathing in on the way down, out on the way up. And that will just about do for the warm-up. Now we can go through a very simple body weight workout. All right, so if you guys find the body weight squats difficult, stick to the body weight squats. Or if even the body weight squats are not, if you have a difficulty in doing them, period, try holding on to something. So you can hold on to something like, just pretend it's a lamp. So hold the lamp and squat and pull yourself up a little bit. Just give yourself up a little bit of assistance. That's if the body weight squat is difficult. Now, if you're more advanced and body weight squats feel like nothing, I call you guys out to do a tuck jump. You're gonna squat down, and you're just gonna, as you jump, drive your knees up to your chest. Always land in a nice deep squat and pause before jumping again. So that way you're rehearsing good squat patterns. 3 sets of anywhere between 8 to 20. I'm giving you a big range because we don't have weights to really modify the intensity. Maybe you could like add books in a backpack or something. All right, so we just started off with a relatively stable bilateral leg motion. The body weight squat or a tuck jump. Now we're gonna challenge your stabilizers a little bit more and do something that's unilateral, which will help ensure that you're driving with both legs equally, with an equal force, and also that you're stabilizing a little bit more. So we're gonna do lunges. Just reverse lunges, they're very simple. Step back, go straight down and up. Switch legs, step back, straight down and up. Now, as you're lunging, it's very important that you step back far enough that your front knee doesn't go in front of your toes. It's gonna load up your knee too much. It will too much shearing tension on the knee. So make sure that knee stays behind the toes. You bend that back leg and you keep a straight line from the back knee all the way up to your shoulders. Don't want to crease at the hips here. Then use that back leg to drive forward and press off with that front leg. I want you to try to perform 3 sets of anywhere between 8 to 20. To make them tougher, you can pause on the bottom. And if they're tough, grab that lamp post and get a little bit of assistance. Very simple. Or, if you're really advanced, and those are super easy, jumping lunges. And if you're really advanced, practice that's. Oh yeah. So, now that we've done 3 sets of squats, 3 sets of lunges, also I want to mention, always on the last set, perform as many repetitions as possible. If you can do more than the requested repetition range, you gotta find a way to make it more difficult, or just do more reps. Because what can we do? How many books can you stack up into a backpack? I don't know. All right, coming up next, the second biggest muscle group. We got back, you got your lats, traps, rhomboids, all sorts of cool diggy wiggies in your back. So let's go outside. Okay, so I hope you guys can procure yourselves a TRX, or even better, an Extra Genie. There's so much more you could do with an Extra Genie than a TRX. We don't have a TRX here because we left all the Extra Genies at the gym. But Extra Genie is the way to go. Either way, if you can get yourself a TRX or Extra Genie, TRX mid rows. You work the lats, basically make sure you plank your body, push your shoulder blades down, depressing your shoulders, retract your shoulders, follow through. Deep breath on the way down, and out on the way up. So if it's really easy for you, the way to adjust the difficulty is simply by walking in closer to the anchor. Again, aim for repetition range of anywhere between 8 to 20. It doesn't matter if you get high reps, just gotta keep the body moving. If you cannot get a TRX or Extra Genie to the front, you could probably set up some bed sheets, tie them around a tree or something. You know, get creative. I've never done it, but I'm sure you're smart enough to do it. Now that we've done a mid row on the TRX, which works primarily the lats, it also hits your arms, your biceps and your forearms, your rear delts. We're gonna focus a lot more on the upper back with higher. We're gonna focus a lot more on the upper back with TRX high rows. Very simple, elbows up, pull the shoulder blades back. You really want to make sure that your hands, your elbows, and your shoulders stay on the same plane. If your elbows drop any bit, your lats, the bigger muscles are going to overpower your rear delts and your lower traps. You really want to keep those elbows up to target those rear delts and those traps. There's a very good motion for developing overhead stability, because you want to develop a strong upper back to keep those shoulder blades. It's very important to develop a strong upper back to keep your shoulder blades pulled back, keep those shoulders supported. All right, so we've done the 2 biggest muscle groups so far, legs and back. We have 2 motions for each. Now we're on to the pressing motions. The much smaller muscle groups, but still important work. We're gonna start off with everyone's favorite, the push-up. It's important to have your hands positioned on the ground where they are in line with your pecs. Never have your hands out front where you face, never down below. Everything's on the same plane as the muscle you're working, the pec. So, about 60 degrees flare of the elbows is ideal for a perfect push-up. Also, keep your abs tight, engaged, and your butt cheeks tight. Everything in one line. Gonna go down, get that set up. Hands in line with your chest. Deep breath in and out. Make sure not to shrug. Keep the shoulder blades always pulled down. Everything we do, we try to keep those shoulder blades pulled back and down to support the shoulders. If your push-ups are easy, try clappers, genies, or astics where you touch your toes. I'm not going to demonstrate them now because I just had a full pressing workout right before coming here for you guys. And also this is concrete, which sucks for plyometric push-ups. Anyways, moving on to the last motion. All right, now we're gonna do an interesting style of push-up. This is gonna hit the shoulders a little bit more and the triceps. You're gonna pike yourself up, like so, basically bending at 90 degrees at the hips. Put your hands together like a diamond. Make sure that your arms are parallel with your spine. You come down, touch your head, push up. Deep breath. Now it's very easy to cheat by pushing like so. Make sure those arms stay up and behind your head as much as possible. It's really, I haven't done that in like 5 years, dude. All right, guys, so we finished legs, back, pressing. We're gonna go on to the last motion of the day. It's not even a motion, it's an exercise, it's a whole plank. So same thing as with push-ups. Keep the core engaged, the rib cage drawn down, butt cheeks tight, so that way everything's in one line. You should be in a neutral spine, aligned with legs. Set your forearms up parallel to one another, elbows directly underneath your shoulders, legs straight back, and just hold as long as you can. Read a book, watch some puppy videos on YouTube. A good hold time for this is anywhere between 1 second to an hour. But I would suggest aiming for a minute. If you could get a minute to 3 minutes, you're in a pretty good strong spot. If that's easy, try a single arm plank. Set your hands up in a diamond, feet out wide. Make sure you don't twist your feet. It's very easy to twist. Also, don't twist your hips or anything. Keep your hips parallel to the floor. Simply bring up a hand and hold. You're gonna have the urge to do this. It's very easy to do that. Keep those hips down. Oh my God. And eventually, that'll get you to doing a single arm push-up, which is good for health and strength. Anyways, that's my rain-sponsored home workout video. Hope you guys enjoy.